Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, well, you know how we did, this is going to be part 2. We did this one as a quick and easy. That's just a little tuck-in flip. Well, I decided to take it further. Imagine that. So, we're going to do, it's the same papers with a little extras. We're going to do this, which is a pull out. Got double tuck here, double tuck there, flip out, tuck here, tuck there, overlay, flip this way, journal, 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 and it goes over the edge of your page, and oh my gosh, and you have a double tuck spot on this side. So I guess we're going to call it an over the page double flip. I don't know, just a hot mess. Okay, so let's see if we can get this done. All right, let me bend my little paper and put my little example where I can readily see it. I make no promises. Okay, so I've cut everything out except for my backers and stuff. I have my scraps that were laying around, so I just added it to it. So like I said, this is all from the kit, from the, where's my, oh, let me put my, I had to refill my Fabri-Tac, so that's why that's hanging there and I can't see. All right, so let me just go ahead and go around here. Now, a lot of you guys say you're not into Valentine's. Just think it as Victorian. You can cover up anything that says love. Like, see, this says love always. You could put some washi tape on there or something else. I mean, you know. You don't exactly have to go there. Oh, and then just real quick before we do this, I'll show you. This is just a piece of scrap I had that went with my colors. And it's from this Christmas cottage that I got at Michael's this last December. But the colors just went well. So it's a whole 12-inch by 2.5 inch. And then all I did was, where's my, oh gosh, I lost my example. Oh, there it is. And then I just took the small corner rounders and rounded the corners. So that way we would have a little flip up double tag that can be decorated or what have you. So there's that. Let me just go ahead and, you know, ink it so this one can be done. This was, you know, so hard. Oh, but I was looking at, you know, what I wanted to go behind these things, and I'm like, oh, I was doing the little Goldilocks and Three Bear. Too red, too burgundy, oh, too loud, too whatever. And I looked over and I had this pad over there by my little gnome stuff, and I said, hey, that might work. And I pulled out this little piece and I was like, well, I'll be darned. So this is how I settled on this. So da-da-da-da. That's how we got it. Okay, so that one's done. Let me just set it right there so I can lose it. All right, and there's that part so I can lose it too. All right, so now, oops. I just cut it. I cut this out. Oh my gosh, I got all my stuff buried. I know. Everybody's imagine that. That's just how you do. Why you act like it's a surprise? 'Cause I'm dumb. And I'm just going to score with a ruler around the seams. Oops, I guess I need to cut that little snippet off too. I forgot, but we'll do that in a minute. Oh, y'all, this toothache's getting real. Oh, man, I can't believe I got to go to the dentist. Anyway, yeah, and it's freezing out there, literally. It's below freezing. It's sleeting. And we're supposed to, oh dear Lord, we're supposed to go do that stinking MRI thing. I mean, that scan tomorrow. And we'd have to leave here by like 7:30 in the morning. And I think that it's going to be like skating on ice. Not looking forward to it. Okay, so this is just a scrap of paper that I had that I want to put on the back here. because let's just go ahead and fold this so you can understand, or attempt to understand. We're just folding this like intended. Okay. Now what did I do? I know there's a double. I'm going to have to take this apart real quick. Oh yeah, okay. That's where I was putting it. All right. So I'm going to put this on the back. And so all I did was measure just a hair on the inside of what this is. So just under 3. And I think this is actually a piece from the long one, which is just under 3. All right, so I did good on that one. And then I just want a little bit of white to show, not much, but a little bit. And then we're going to trim the bottom off. Oh, right about there. Just where, anyway, this is going to be on there. I know that made no sense, but hold on. We'll do it again. So, when we put this on here, because we're making another secret pocket, little tuck spot, I just want, because this is going to be glued on top of here. We're going to glue this to here. So, I just didn't want the extra bulk, so I just kind of eyeballed having a little extra space there. Okay, so let me just go ahead and ink around here, because that's going to show underneath my, that. And then this here, if you don't want to cut it with your scissors, it is actually, I think, a 3-inch. If you have a 3-inch thingy, I think it fits within the 3-inch thing the best. So that's why mine's a little deeper than Michelle's is, because I didn't want to try to cut around it. Oops, sorry, little thingy, because I don't cut well around the thing. Now, see how this has the black on there? Now, if that bothers you, which we're going to, do something to cover up, just get your little marker out and just kind of, jiggy-jaggy around it, just so it matches with the rest. So, don't fret. Don't fret, Furline. Hi, Elka. Oops, I missed a spot. Miss Furline. Oh, okay. So there, if that just makes you feel better, go for it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this back here, and I'm going to put it all the way to the top before I punch it, because I'm going to pull it down, so I want a little bit showing. And I'm going to use the 2.5 on this one. So I'm just going to line it there and kind of pull it up. Oh my God, scared the mess out of me. What the heck is this Asian beetle doing here? Do they not know it's 32 degrees outside? Woman, go away. Oh, good Lord. So anyway, let's ink around there. Now that I have damn little heart skip. Didn't expect to have a creature jumping on me. Okay, so now we're gonna just glue around the edges pretty close, because we're gonna be tucking stuff in there. We don't want them, get too crazy with the glue. All right, and then we're gonna put this on here and just let it be a little down from the top, so that way we can put whatever we're putting in there and not fight too much. You notice I said fight too much. Okay, so we have that. Now, if you're gonna put, oops, I just realized on my other one. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Well, let me just so it would be even, let me just go ahead and put the marker back here. I mean, just in case, you know, I don't ink properly, or my gilded wax goes astray, or I don't know. Let's just be consistent with the front and the back. So I'm gonna go ahead. I know I need to move that. Okay, now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just ink around here, because you know I'm an inker. But I am gonna come around and put the gold Gildan wax on there, or metallic luster. I'm bad, whatever you want to call it. Just because you know, it needed some warmth, warmth. Okay, so I got that. Now then, this I'm gonna ink on my thing because it's gonna be part of the flippy, and I don't want it to be all white, even though we're not gonna see a lot of it. But hey, we're here, you know. All right. Oh, okay. Now, where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, I guess I should have did my base first. Well, we'll do this and then we'll do our base part and everything while our rub and buff, or metallic luster is what mine are. Yeah, metallic luster. And I had already added some water to it earlier because, you know, I did my prototype earlier. I could tell it's not as smooth as I want it to do. I need an eyedropper over here. That's what I need to, that's what I need. I got one upstairs for dog medicine, but I need one down here for crafting, because that sure would solve my too much water out of the cap thing. Duh. Okay, so now see how much smoother that is. I mean, it just goes on. And I'm not being, you know, perfect. I'm being messy on purpose because I want the gold to like shine. And I want to see how much gold I can get on my finger. No, that's not really why. I know I feel it on in between my other fingers. I don't know what John's doing there. He's talking to himself about something. He, you know, drove, you know, got down the road, I don't know, I guess off of our rough road, and got onto the main highway, and he's like, "Woo, this is pretty bad," and checked his school stuff, and they had already texted him at 5 o'clock in the morning telling him that the class, you know, school had been canceled. Well, dummy didn't read his messages before he left the house, so he had to turn around and come home. So, oh well. Not all messages from your job are junk and spam. Okay, so there's that. And, you know, I'm just wondering, let's see, if we just put a little, a hint behind there. Just because that white's so white. I know it's not a lot, it's just a little. Okay, now, that's done. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, but see, I got my gold finger. Y'all know how I like that gold finger, that special finger. All right. All right, let me put you on pause and go rinse my finger off before I get it everywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Got my finger washed. So now I won't spread it on everything. So I just want to make sure things are going to close and then we're not going to be seeing stuff. And see, I see that right there. So I need to trim that off. And we'll just ink back here in case any other shows. All right, so, because this is going to flip. So we want to glue here and down the side. So let's just go ahead and seal this little pocket up. So we're going to glue this tab and this side. All right, and then we'll flip it over. And that way it makes our pocket and our little, our flipping part. What did I just do? Choo-hoo. Oh my gosh. There it is. I'm like, I just had it. I know I did. So let me just smush that down real quick. And then we'll set that aside. I know, while this is here, let me just go ahead and cut this out. This is from one of the pages. So, oh no, we got to measure first, so we'll just leave that aside. So now, my pocket thing. Okay, so, let me put this back in here. I think it was 4 inches, but I need to double check. Hold your horses. But I do believe it was 4 inches. Yes. Okay. So, this is the page. Oh, wait. No, that's not the one. That's the wrong one. That's what I'm going to be cutting. I need the one that I printed front and back on with the roses, I believe. Okay. So, let me make sure I've got the right one. Got the roses on the back and my women on the front. Okay. I got it. I printed 2 different ones. So I need to trim off all the white. I'm going to flip it over because this is thicker, wider on one side than the other. So let me just make sure I trim the right sides. And then this side's fatter than that one. So, you know, I've got to flip it back over. Oh, y'all, I'm going to beat that beagle. Okay. So we have that. Now we're going to score 4 inches. So I'm just going to put it on here. If you have a scoreboard, go for it. But I'm just going to use my mat in the grids. And we're going to score it at 4. Not so hard, Candace. We're just scoring. We're not cutting. And then I think this is 2. Let me measure. Oh, 2 1/4. So then we're gonna score on here at 2 1/4. No, I've not cleaned my mat. All right, so 2 1/4. Oh, yep, nope. Candace, see, got to pay attention because these card making mats, they confuse you. Got to get a razor blade to it to clean it. All right, so 2 1/4, and score nicely. And then we're going to fold this in on the 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim the whites off. And I can tell you right now, that didn't score too off the straight. Okay, so let's cut this off on that white, and then we'll cut this off on that white, and then whatever it ends up, that's what we got. That's how I measured it. So it's almost 8 1/4. So which, I'm like, where'd my paper go? It's attached. It's attached. Let's fold another piece. Okay, so we have that like that, and then this one is folding over. So it's like a Z fold. So that's kind of, you know, what we've got going on is a Z fold. Because we made a Z. Z. Yep, that's what the Z says. Z. And so this is going to go over your page like that. And then this is our base. That side's curled, so it's driving me a little bit bonkers. So let's, I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not coming with the paper. Okay, so that's our bases. So it's going to come out here, and then you've got, we'll have stuff over there, and then over here, it flips over this way for journal, and then your page folds, your page folds, and we're going to have some other stuff on there. All right, so that's our base. So we have this, our page, any page, you don't have to use this page, scored at 4, and then scored at 2 1/4. All right, so let me just go ahead and ink all around it because, you know, it's much easier to ink before you start doing all your other stuff to it. And if you don't want the square corners, round them. I mean, you know, it's your thing. You do you. I'm just trying to inspire you. And I'm trying not to confuse you, but, you know, no promises, no promises. Oh, and I hope I can get this done in an hour. Better hurry up and quit running my mouth. Okay. Oh, I got to punch a hole, finger hole over there, but we'll do that in a minute. Let's get all of our inking done. Okay, so this is on there, this fold. I'm just going to go ahead and bend this back and ink on here. I don't know what's going to show, but, you know, just in case. And then we got to do back here too, because that's all on there. Now, if you're not an inker, hey, you get to save all these steps. But y'all know, I'm an inker. I know. I can hear you, girl. We're so tired of hearing that. Well, there might be a new person on here going, how come she's always inking? Why is she putting that stuff on there? Because I'm an inker. I like to ink. I don't like clean. Clean stuff. I know it's sad, but I have found that I prefer this. This is not grunge. This is just well inked. Okay. That's just John trying to breathe. Yep. Okay, so we got all of our inkies done. And we got our Z back. Okay, so let's see if I can. Okay, we're going to go ahead and poke our holes. I mean, I have this. It's a Project Life stamp hole punchy thing. I better put my lid on here just in case. Good possibility. Tuesday morning way back when. Can't tell you. Had it a long time, and I don't use it often. Okay, so I want to try, because this one's a little tricky. So I'm going to try to get my hole almost to the end. And just, you know, line it up against the back. And then pushing it down. I know this one I don't have to push as hard as I do. And anyway, so now, oops, we got to back it up on here. I think I need to back it up 3. I mean, you know, a double one, because I'm wanting my middle not to be... Oop, don't you stick your finger in there. You will lose it. Oh my God. All right. And then let's come over here. I know I might have to be messing with it in a minute. Oh, y'all, my lunch has wore off. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm like, what did I even eat? Egg salad sandwich. That's why it wore off. Useless. Okay. So then we'll put this one on here. You could push like this. but it's really hard. That's why they have that lever on there. It'll hurt you. Okay. So my last one, I started the other way, and I had my bow hole in here. But now I've got to try to line my holes up, my squares. Because I need another hole right here. Doggone it. Last time, anyway, I started in the middle last time and worked my way down. I didn't do it this time. So let me see. Be PO'd. I can tell you right now. So how bad would it be if I zoom? Wait, zoom. Wait, shoot. Here. Zoom up, zoom up, zoom. Yep, I need that hole. Oh God. Anyway. All right, well here we go. You're probably gonna get my stinking head because I need to see. Oh, and I need over one more. Okay, so let's hope that we've lined these upright. And I'm leaning more towards this way so I don't poke extra. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay, so anyway, when I first started it, I kind of found where my middle was, and that's where I started my punchy and went down, and then started the punchy up, so I'd have the middle. I forgot. So anyway, that's why I was stressing over that. Alright, so now I have this yarn. This kind of, y'all see me use it at Christmas. And that was just last week. So anyway, it was just pretty, and it was textural. Now if you have ribbon or anything else, any other color you want to use, you know, feel free. But I like my fuzzy yarn. Okay, so, and what I'm doing is I'm taking, whoops, 2 lengths and then cutting it. So that's just how it worked the first time. So that's what I'm going to do on this time. And then we're going to take our, you know, our little wire needle. Now if you want to play with it and stick it through your other needle, go for it. If you have a needle threader. But I lost mine. It fell off on the what did I do here? Okay, it fell off of my wood burning stove onto the ground. Lord, I don't even know when. And well, I haven't cleaned that area to find it. So that's why I use this. Okay, so then you want to, you know, leave it on here. So basically you need, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need an uneven hole because we're going to be tying a bow here. And I'm leaving some hanging out and a little flumplies in here. Because we might do a charm, or I don't know. Alright, and so then this one I'm going to start this way. Oops. So I know I have an outie. And then just lace it. And if you don't have one of those square hole punchies, just use your ruler and mark some things, and use your little round hole puncher. It works just fine. Or if you have any other, you know, hole punches, lace things. Did I put that thing up? No, I did not. If you have, you know, like one of these, then you just, you know, loop it through your thing. We've done that a bunch of times. Oh, just in case, you know, make you dizzy. Okay, so now we just need to make sure we have the same amount, so we give ourselves a shot at getting that even. And then all I did with this, I just took it and looped it around like that, and put glue on here, and then I'm going to do it on the bottom too. Just loop it through so you don't see the paper. So I'm just going to pull it through, and then like I said, I'll put a dab of glue on it and one of my little clips so it holds it, but so that way that's what you see. All right, now, and then we're just going to tie, maybe, am I there? Yes, okay. And now we're just going to tie a bow. Now, I did tie a knot first just so my bow won't come undone. So I have that, and then my bow, because that's going to be our little drawstring pull on the side. So just, you know, make it even. So that's my little thingy there, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put some glue on here to hold that in place. Excuse me as I choke. Hold that in place, and then we will start getting our other little parts and pieces together. Now, while I'm holding this, oh, don't even put that on there. You're gonna need it in a minute. Oh, even though I need to cut the other stuff. Oh, crap. I still need to glue this on there. I just did this little snippet thing with some, I wanted to pull in some purple because there's, you know, other colors, other flowers and stuff like that in here. So there's like violets, so I just thought that would be pretty. So I just did, hello timber, I just had a piece of this little embroidery lace part, a little piece of just parts and pieces. That's what it is, parts and pieces. So we'll be using that. All right, so this should be good enough. All right, so let me put a little clip on it just to hold it for a minute while we do some other stuff. Okay, so I need to go ahead and cut the tops off of here, because this, ooh, don't lose my little wire ribbon thing. You know, I might not find any more wire ribbon around here. That would never be the day. Okay, so we're just going to glue this on here because I know this is just some scrap stuff, but I want this. So we are just going to use our glue stick. I wish I knew what he was doing in there, because he just said, "What the hell is that?" So I don't know what he's working on. He cracks me up sometimes. Okay, and I know, but I'm just going to go around the edges because I'm not sewing, just to make sure that my ends stay. Makes me feel better. Okay, we'll put a little line down the middle. You know, I have trust issues with those things, so. Oh, and we're using the lines on the back. We're not doing it vice versa. Oh, and then we're just going to line this up. Let me stand that up. And squish it down, and then we'll trim around it. So that'll be one journal card. Alright, let's just, for good measure, do the back. Alright. I know, I'm going to use my scissors. Okay, so we got that one. So that's still some scraps, either front or back. Don't know what yet. Okay, but let's go ahead and ink around it, and then I'll sit underneath my blocks while we cut the other things. Let's see what I need. Oh dear God, I need to hurry up. 23 minutes. Okay, so let me put underneath my block so I can get a little flat. All right, so I have that. Woo! Alright, so we got this on here. Now I need to, I'm going to go ahead and put our piece on here, which I think that's what these were. Okay, yeah, because that's for the other little thing. So this is this, and this is 2 3/4. Okay, and so I'm just going to put it on here so we can punch a hole, our thumb hole on the side, so our thumb holes line up. And I'm just going to use this line right here as my supposed center, even though it's not really in the center, but it's kind of going to be-ish in the center. So I'm okay with that. Not really, but I'm making myself all right with it. All right, so now let's just ink around here, and then just here, even though we don't really need to, but just so we don't see any whites. And then we're just going to glue this on here however much you want. If you want a lot more poking out, then just whichever, but that's going to be our other pocket on the back. So let's just, oh, wait a minute. We're doing this way. The original one was for an opposite direction thing, but I changed my mind midstream. So, holy Moses, we're doing this. It's over the, yes, we're doing this. Oh, dear God. Okay, so we're putting glue on this side. Candace, Candace, Candace. And I'm putting a, a little thicker amount just because it's going to be used. It might be abused, but... And then I'm just going to put a little strip down here. And then when we put this on here, I don't want to put it exactly to the crease, just like a hairline to the crease. So that way you have room when it bends over the page. It's not exactly on there. So, where do you go here? Alright, so this is going, woo, hold on, where's my paper? So this is going, I know I gotta make sure I'm doing it right, because, well, it's too late, I unglued it. Because this is it going over our page, yes. Like I said, I was doing something else originally, and then I changed my mind. Let me take this off for now. Oh, I love this little thing. And see, this would just be cute like that if you wanted to, but we have to go a little further. I only got 20 minutes. I need to shut up and put admire my stuff and keep going. All right. So that's on there. Now this is some scrap that I had. It's 1.5, and it was probably by 12. So I'm using that for another thing. Now I'm going to take this. We're going to cut our our pocket. That we're going to do our overlay. So I'm just going to trim kind of right around. If you look at the design, there's like a little piece of white behind there. So I'm just trimming around that while I'm scratching my face. And then we're going to sure it up, because I can't just to put that on there like that, because it will just drive me slap banana cakes. Alright, so now, as you can tell, we're going to cut this straight across here. Oops. Because I'm going to put an overlay pocket on here too. So, let's go ahead and cut it. Cut across on top of where the music is, the song. That's where I guesstimated. I followed that little imaginary line there. So there's that one. And then, let me just, okay. We need to go, looks like, to the right of the N on Bingham. I know there's really no true math to this. I just look and see where it's gonna kind of go, and then we'll make sure that it works when we do there, because we'll line our G up there. And then our letters, our words are lining up. So I'm going to cut right on the side of this little music thing. So we'll cut there, and now I need to trim the bottom because, you know, I got that white on there. So that way when we put this on here, we'll line it all up and it will fit in there. So that's my little thing. I love doing overlays. Alright, so we're going to poke our little thumb hole in there, and we'll ink around it. Oh, I got to, doggone, I was getting ahead of myself. I got to cut this tube because I'm making it a double pocket to pull some of that red in from the other side. And, you know, that's why I should have lined it up and then cut it, but I did not because I was running my mouth about my pretty overlay. Where's my scissors? They're hidden. Okay, so let's come over here. Oops, trim that off. Put that in our scrap bin. All right, I know I trimmed a little. See my little hair hanging off. Oh. All right, so let's do this, and then put this on here. Just because I want my to match. Line it back on here so I can put this in and punch there, so that way when we pull it up it'll match. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right underneath here. That's just where I decided I wanted to do. So we're gonna put glue. That's what looked good to me. We're just gonna, and we're cheating because we're not using this whole piece of paper. So, but it's still gonna be a pocket. So if you don't glue here, and see, we're gonna put it on here, then you have it all the way down there. Just in case some of you people who are new to my stuff can understand how Candace's brain works. It's a scary little process, but all right. And so now we're gonna glue this all the way down. We're gonna do the C, the sides and the bottom. Oops. And I just got, well, there's plenty left on there. All right, so now we're going to line all of our lines and words and stuff up on the side and everything. And it looks like I'm probably going to have to trim a little bit on the bottom, but that will be fine. I'm all right with that. Okay, so we got that done. See how that little bit's hanging on there? Just a hair. That's because, you know, when you trim with your paper trimmer, sometimes it never comes out 100% straight. I don't care what anybody says. It just doesn't happen. All right, so let me just squish that down so we have that on there. So now we got that going on. And then here, I need to... John, is that your phone? Okay. I need to go ahead and just trim these up so it's straight because, you know, I need straight lines. All right, so then we have that, and then we're gonna I'm gonna do 1.5 inch hole on here, just so you know that's a pocket. So let's just go ahead and go around here. Oh, I didn't hurry up, woman. Okay. All right. So and then we have. This is our pocket here, so we're going to put our pocket on first for our flip because I want to come back in with this and put it on top of there so you don't see too much of that. So we're going to glue this down, and we just want to put it on there so it covers, you know, this underneath here. So let's just glue our hinge on. Okay, that might have been a little too much glue, but okay. So we put that on. We want it to be straight, as straight as we can be. It looks pretty darn straight, so I can't worry with how the design is or isn't. Candace's brain said it straight. Okay, so then we're going to glue this on. Make our C here, so where our finger's at, so we're not going to glue. And then we're going to make our pocket out of here. Whoa, my arm was moving. All right, and then we're going to line our pictures up and our words and everything. Okay, I think we got it. And then, just because this is kind of showing underneath there, it was a little white, let me just dust it a bit. Okay, and then that's a little too much white for me right there. All right, so we got that. Smush, smush. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. What did I put in here? Oh. This is going in there. Okay, so I've got to give it a minute, you know, to grab. All right, so now here, oh, that's library card. So my library card's going to go in the front one, and then in my back one is going to be this photographer card. And I need to make sure, I think 2.5 is still going to work for me on here. So we just need to come and trim. I'm going as close to these ends down here to get my 2.5 on my trimmer. Oh, you know, I think I backed this with something. Doggone it. I'm gonna have to look. I'm running out of time. Oh, I got 11 minutes. But I really do think I did. Let me look. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Where'd I put it? Okay. Oh, right here. Okay, so here's some scrap that I had laying over there, and I thought this red would go good, so let's cut it at the 2.5 because that's what we know our, oh girl, don't put that finger in there, our pages, our little paper, and then we're going to glue this to it just to firm it up because this is 45 pound and this is 32, and it's going to be shoved in there, so you know it just needs a little extra something. So I know, I'm trying to hurry. Oh my God, 10 minutes. Come on, Candace, let's go. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe not. Ah, jeez Louise. Come on, shut up. All right. We might go over a few minutes. If I just left the first quick and easy project alone, then I wouldn't have had to do this. But then, you know, I was sitting here, and when I was putting that thing up, I thought, oh, well, what if I did this? And, oh, and then, because like I said, my first project was another way, but then I decided I wanted to do that. So this is what I ended up with. Did you understand any of that? Bam, there you go. You've been Candace-ized. Okay, so we have that, and then we'll trim this off. Oops, that was not very... Alright, and we'll go ahead and ink the back. I'm going to give it a minute for the glue to, you know, grab before I put it in my little corner chomper, because, you know, sometimes that just doesn't work. And my love always, see, that glue stick, even though it's fairly stiff. Alright, I just want to round my corners to help it go in and out a little better. And then we'll dust this. Okay, so now this should be dry enough, and like I said, you can decorate this more. But there's that one in there, and then this one's going to go in the very back here, and then this one that actually came, you know, with the little library card pocket is going in front. Okay. All right, so we got that. Now, we're going to get our, whatcha-dinky Fabri-Tac, and we're going to glue this. Oh, that's what I forgot. Well, I did have, oh, shoot, some turkey netting. Let's see if we can add it to it. I had sewed it in between. I mean, it's really faint, but you can see it. So let me just go ahead and see if I can't get some of that in there. I like playing with this. It's just, you know, something unexpected. And it's fun. Okay, so we're just going to have to glue that bad boy on there. Okay. And I think we can put this up now. Oh my God, 7 minutes. Okay, I'm going. Shush, shush, shush. Come on, get in the hole. Okay. Now, I know my thing's all goopy. Hold on, let me clean it off there. Much better. Oh, gross. Got it on me. Man. Ew. Okay. I just had to get over that. All right, so we're going to put this on here, but we've got to make sure I'm going to put that underneath there. And then this is going to go on top there. Okay, so that's a looking good. I think he's trying to balance something. I'm hearing dollars. Okay, so we're going to put this on here, a little sideways. And then you can still see all of our stuff. Okay. And then I have, these little bows. This is some a little flower thing. I've had them in my drawer. I sure hope I only paid 50 cents for it, because it says $1 back here and 50 cents on the front. So, you know, I'm going to put this on here in the middle of that little knot. I mean, if you don't want that on there, you don't have to. But I just thought it would give it a little more oomph. Ooh-wee, that stuff stinks. Okay, so we'll put that that way, I guess. Okay. Just hold this down for one more minute. And then I had these little bows, some Valentine mini bows that I think I got at Hobby Lobby forever ago. I've used most of the pinks out, but I thought the white was cute and it would go on here. But let's get our label on here. And since we got all this fabric, I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. Ooh, I know it's full. I don't think I need to use that much, but I did. Ooh. Okay, I want to make sure my purples and stuff is going to show. Little girl, quit. You trying my nerves today, woman. Okay, and then we'll put our, which way? I guess this way. It's kind of, whoops, it's kind of curving this way. Oh, I need a sequin too. So we'll put our little bow on here. And then pretty stuck. Oops. And then we'll put a little sequin on here. I know, let me give it a second. I know. Okay. I'm going to get my sequin glue. I'm just going to put a little dab in the middle. And I'm going to use a regular size sequin. Oop. Did I just throw that out? Oh no. And usually I glue them with the bell, the bottom down, but since this is kind of curved and, you know, lumpy, I'm turning it the other way and gluing, you know, the bell up. And so the dome is going down, so it kind of floats on the little bow better. All right. Well, I have to twist that on in my own time. Okay, so there you go. We made our little thing. I know, in 1 hour. So this is flips out. This is going to go on your page. So when you put it on your page, you're only going to, I don't want to mess any of my stuff up. You're just going to glue here, down here, and down here, so that we got tuck spot, a tuck spot. And so you're going to glue it on that way. And then after it dries, then this is going to be your little pull tab. Like I said, I'm going to tie knots on the end in case I put something, a bead, I don't know what, but I'm just leaving them there for now. And then this will be your little pull tab. You pull this out, and then you have a double pocket here to put some cards in and journaling spot. And so it flips like that, and then it comes out like this, and you got journal, 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 room to put more pockets or whatever. And then this one flips out too, and then you got, this is the back, you know, you can journal on here. You got this that comes out. It's got all that journaling space, so that goes in there. And then, like I said, this, you have this and this card, so this one goes on the back of the little double pocket that we did in here, and then our regular library card goes, I can't ever put it in that way. Hello. It goes in there. It really does. And it's not snug or anything. It's just, well, that's what I did. So there you go. Isn't that cute? That turned out really sweet. So there's that. And then let me just, we'll put this on here so you can see the back part. But it's a shame you can't see the inside too. But, yep. I really liked it. So I hope this inspired you. I hope that you know, take the first pocket that we did, because that's what it was inspired from. It was inspired by this. This is my quick and easy little one that I did. And then I just kind of put it on some steroids and made it just a little more interactive. And so that way, you know, you don't have to use these pages. You can use another one of the pages with the same basic premise. So you could get, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. You can get this first one on there with the side tuck. And then you can come with another page, all the other beautiful pages in there, and do the same things to it and get this out of it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. Like I said, I hope this inspires you to go make one and have fun. And like I said, if you're not into Valentine's, think Victorian and cover your love up. Put some other stuff on there. You know, we all don't have to be into love. We can be into anything we want to be. So anyway, all right. Lots of kisses, lots of love. Y'all have a great day and a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.